Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PSP mini review. This time, actually recorded on the PSP. The reason this one's on the PSP, because seeing as you can play them on the PS3, I figured easier to do them on there, better picture quality and that, don't have to plug in the awkward cable to display the picture of this on the screen. But basically, the reason this one's on the PSP is because Tetris is not playable on the PS3. That's right, you go into the PlayStation Store, it says, PSP Minis, now playable on the PlayStation 3, except Tetris. It doesn't say except Tetris, but it needs to say except Tetris, because I'm guessing there's going to be an awful lot of people who, as soon as they've seen that message, went out, saw Tetris, thought, oh my god, one of the world's most famous games ever, I love this game, I must get, what the hell, it won't play. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to do an update, and if they will, I will add an annotation here, or somewhere in the first 40 odd seconds of this video, saying that it now works, but basically, Tetris doesn't work on the PS3 at the moment, at the time of hearing this, so don't rush out and get it. Anyway, because this is a PSP game, and despite like the screen being displayed fully when you first put it on, as soon as you go into game, as you might notice, it shrinks. So just going to zoom the camera in a bit, hopefully not cutting anything off. So anyway, this is Tetris. It plays just like Tetris does. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's got a load of variants. Basically though, options are basic stuff. You can switch your ghost on, you can switch audio on and off, you can do things like that. The audio is pretty good, to be fair, because it's just the original but slightly remixed. It's not as good as the original tunes, but it still is pretty good. The Pro Trainer is just basically a trainer showing you videos and that, helping you to get better. Play is basically the standard mode, and play variant, I will show a few of them off because there are some really good ones, and there's basically 12 modes to play. So obviously though, you hit play, you have to choose your starting level, so might as well for the hell of it put it on 15. Just to show off the speed of it, so that people can see just how fast it is, because I know that's one of the big things with Tetris. But anyway, if you never played the game before, it is a puzzle game, and the whole point is you have to fill up bricks to make lines. So, very quickly do this here. There we go, that's a line done. So that's the whole point, you've got to fill the screen in all gaps so that you can get lines, and when you get a line it disintegrates, and the whole point is to basically not go to the top, which I'll do very quickly after I mention you can hold blocks, as you might have noticed, so you can swap things over and that. But anyway, just quickly pushing the up button, hit the top of the screen, done, dead. So that's marathon mode. Just going to cut into one of the variants now. So this variant, as you might have noticed already, the floor moves left to right. So that's pretty much it then. The whole point is you have to still make lines, but you've got to watch out and, well, move the floor left to right. And one thing I've noticed actually playing this on this big screen, I don't like it on the big screen because my eyesight's too bad and I'm placing blocks in the wrong place all the time because I purely can't see. So, won't be much more of this review, but to be fair, there's not really much more left to show, just a couple of the variant modes. So this one here, as you might have guessed by the fact that I keep going left to right, I've got two tiny matrices and I've got to clear the lines, but I've still got to make a full line across. So by filling up one side as I've done here, doesn't get rid of them, but by doing this, does. So it just means that basically you have to, well, plan even more strategically than usual. It's a fun mode, as are pretty much all the variant modes, but it's, again, one of those that if you've never liked Tetris, it's not exactly the type of thing, this entire game, to be fair, is exactly the type of thing that I think is going to get you into it. If you've never liked it, I still don't think you're going to like it, but I honestly can't understand why people don't like this, because it's just fantastic. Because it's one of those that, yes, everyone's different and we all like different things, but I personally believe this pretty much caters to everyone. It's got the fast-paced side to it, it's got the, like, so you've got the exciting action and stuff, because when it gets to the highest levels you really are going frantic as mad. It's got good music, well, it's got nice visuals, I suppose. It's hard to really say it's got great visuals or anything because it's just 2D. It just pretty much does everything right in my box, but as I say, we are all different, so yeah. Anyway, this is the final mode I'm going to show off. It's flashlight mode. As you might have figured out by now, the stage is pretty much pitch black, all with the exception of where the block's falling. So it's one of those, if you don't have a good memory, then you might basically forget where you need to place things, where you've got gaps and that, and next thing you know, you're screwed and dead. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to say about the game. It's absolutely brilliant if you like Tetris. It's one of those, people are saying it's too expensive for a mini, but at the same time, it's so much bigger than a lot of minis, so you don't really care, especially because it's Tetris. It's a big brand, they've done a good game, they've done loads of gameplay to it with things to unlock, and it's just one of those. It's fantastic for £4. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.